Well, Nigel, just a couple of days after Leuven, return to training now. What are the general thoughts on that game moving forward?
We know that we didn't create, I suppose, enough real goal-scoring situations from very promising positions, and that's the biggest thing. And of course, when you make unforced errors like we did for both goals, it's sort of, it puts it in perspective somewhat that we were architects of our own downfall in some ways. But having said that, they showed a lot of spirit, and what it does, it illustrates that you've got to be at your best whoever you're playing. So disappointed not to get something out of the game, but we look forward now to 2 away games against 1A sides, and there'll be 2 tough games, but the players, as you've seen today from training, they're in good spirits, training well, and we need to try and transfer that onto the pitch at the weekend on Saturday.
Is that the message then, perhaps, that goal scoring opportunities need to create more of those?
Well, yeah, I mean, I thought when we got into wide positions and got in behind their defence last week, we really didn't produce enough moments of quality, and that's really the top and bottom of it. It's we certainly kept the tempo going in the second half and responded after going 2-0 behind, but unfortunately couldn't find the elusive second goal. So we have to learn by our mistakes, but as I've explained before, the pressures of this part of the competition are different to the regular part of the league season, and I just see it as a chance to see how the players respond and see whether we are capable of mixing it in a competitive way with the 1A sides, and that's really the message going forward. But we want to get back to winning ways, and we know we've got tough games, but we'll do everything we can to do that.
As you mentioned, again against a 1A side this weekend, and then another one on Tuesday, two tricky fixtures.
Yeah, I mean, Waasland-Beveren have not got off to a great start themselves, so they'll be wanting to rectify that at home. And then the trip to Kortrijk as well is a tough game. I saw the game that they played against Waasland-Beveren, and they had a really good win. And so we know that there'll be a tough proposition on their own pitch. So but we look forward to it.
Is that a chance then within the next few days to put a little bit of momentum together, given we play twice in 4 days?
Yeah, it's not something that we've experienced too much this year. I mean, obviously I'm used to that sort of a format, and I think if you ask players what they'd rather do, they'd rather be playing games. But it just means it's a slightly different week. But yeah, I mean, it's good to. I quite enjoy these types of weeks.
Just in terms of the squad as a whole, do you feel like you've learnt quite a bit about them this season, and also not just for this season and playoff 2, but going ahead for next season?
Yeah, I mean, this is a part of what this the playoff 2 represents for us. It's a chance to look at different things in games, but also we feel that we've progressed quite well this year. But I am very keen for us to continue that now between now and the end of the season, so that it's a positive feel coming back. But I also recognise that the games are going to be quite a bit tougher than the ones that we've already played. But I think our players are really capable of being competitive in this competition. And as I've said, they are in good spirits, and they look as though they're enjoying the football, and that's really important for us in the longer term, because we want a group of players who enjoy playing together, and so really it's a case of trying to tweak a few things now, but also have a mind on the future as well. So yeah, it's a good competition for us.